Welcome back everyone, and for this video I will be doing an unboxing as well as a review of this Suigintou from Rozen Maiden figure by, oh, who made this actually? Flair is the company that created this, but as you can see the box is immaculate. It's all plastic, so there's a lot of glare. Oh, but here it is. Oh, sculpted by this person and painted by Emi Hoshina. There's a lot of credits for the figure, which is really cool. But yeah, the box is amazing. I love all the filigree and flower motifs all around it. It makes a very nice display box as well. Here's the top of it. And the bottom is just blank. I received this from Crunchyroll. I bought it for, I believe, $180. That does not include tax. Shipping was free. And then they were having a sale, so I did pick up one other thing, which I won't include in this video. That'll be its own thing. But I've been eyeing this figure for a while, ever since she was announced for pre-orders. But I already have a Suigintou figure. Rozen Maiden is not a series I'm really attached to. I did try to rewatch it a couple years back, and I just couldn't do it. But I was watching the dub. Main character was kind of annoying though, so that's why I didn't complete rewatching it. I don't own it, although I do plan to eventually own it. It's, I think, a classic, but I think its icon status is really cemented by the character designs in the dolls of that series. So if you're unaware, Rozen Maiden is about these dolls that come to life and have to battle it out for reasons. And Suigintou is considered, I think, the bad guy in the first season, and then she becomes part of the group in the later seasons. I'm not sure. Again, I didn't finish the series. But I've always loved her gothic Lolita-esque design. So she's always been one of my favorite characters design-wise, and I always like to see merch of her. And like I said, I already do have a figure of her, but it is one of the pop-up parade discount ones from Good Small Company. She's pretty. She's quite small. I think she's like this tall. And I might bring her out later. But this is a masterpiece. She's also much bigger than I thought she would be. I don't think she has a specific scale though, so if you're really wanting something that has a scale, this is not the figure for you. Normally I like to open these from the bottom, but the bottom's a little unique, so I'm gonna go ahead and open her from the top. Pro tip, never use X-Acto knives to open these. I did pinch myself before I started filming. Oh, that's really cool. The top flap is transparent. Alright, so there she is in the blister. She comes with specific instructions for certain accessories. So she does come in pieces, multiple pieces it looks like. She has tape around the blister as well. Okay, so we have some of this paper. Oh wow, she comes with a lot. So here's her base. Here's the figure herself. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Look at how her hair flows. Oh, stunning. That's it for everything in that blister. And then the second one has some stuff in it. I'm assuming her accessories. Here we go. Okay, so, oh, it's her wing. Okay, so then I'm assuming this is also one of her wings. Oh, look at all these little feathers. Oh, snap. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I think that's everything that was in the blister. So she comes with 3 golden feathers. They're all very cute. Very well painted. Then her wings, which are very spiky. But look at that. They feel delicate too. They're very light. They almost don't feel like they're made out of the same material as typical anime figures. Here's her second wing. I see one small little defect in the paint, but it's not a big deal to me. It's very light, so be very careful with those pieces. I feel like they would easily snap. And I'm very scared to put her together now. Okay. How does this? Oh, I see. Here is her base, which is exquisite. It's very light too. It seemed like such a heavy piece on the box. But I appreciate the lightness. So here it is. Wow, look at that. So this is feels almost like acrylic. Oh, it comes off. It's hollow on the inside. That's cool. I wonder if that's so you could put something on the inside to weigh it down, because it's very light. Look at that. All that detail is so cool. It's got some weathering. Not the most natural looking, but you know, it's there. The bottom though looks very cool and realistic, but very much smooth plastic. Okay, so that's her base, and then here she is. Oh my gosh, she is stunning. Let me see if I can turn down some of this brightness a little bit. I think her head comes off, and that's the only way I'm going to be able to remove that piece. Oh, wow. Her eyes are glossy. That's really cool. I'm very scared to pull her head off. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, while I have her, here she is. Notice how they glossed her eyes, which look amazing. It almost has that inset eyes effect on dolls, which is perfect, honestly. Her headdress is so detailed. Look at that sculpting and the very delicate bows and lace. There's so much detail in the sculpt of her hair as well. And obviously her hair is intended to be whitish silver, but she's got tons of dimension in there. So cute. Her face is so pretty too. She's got the teeniest, tiniest little bit of gloss on her lips as well. Wow. Let me put her back on her head. Oh, there's one more piece I need to remove, and it's... Can you remove her arm? Oh, I think so. You can remove her arm as well. Interesting. Ah. I'll pick that up later. So her arm comes off as well. It almost looks like this arm comes off too, but I'm not even going to bother. This is a very delicate feeling figure. Oh, there we go. So there she is. Again, she's got tons of... Oh. Oh no. Mine is damaged. Do y'all see that? I wonder if that's something I can remove. Well, I'm a little annoyed because she's not available anymore. I wonder if I could ask for a partial refund. Because that is pretty significant. Not sure. It kind of looks like something scratched the paint off, or it's just a color covering that maybe I can scrape off, but it's very noticeable. Well, that's a shame. Kind of sours this unboxing. But I'll just continue. I'll deal with the customer service reps later. But yeah, the sculpt of her dress is very well done. Tons of folds, so much dimension and dynamism. The paint job, obviously it's black, so not much you can do with black, but there's still some shading. Oh, I see now. The reason her head and her arm comes off is so that you can put her wings on without trying to squeeze them into those pegs under her hair. That's very smart. I appreciate that. And then obviously you have the lace detail of the back of her dress. So pretty. And it just continues around. You have those very small, delicate bows on her sleeves. And she does have some defects now that I'm noticing here. Can y'all see that? She's got some dark spots. I'm very surprised. This is an expensive figure, and I've never had this before where there's this many defects. I wonder if this company has a history of this, because outside of these defects, she's stunning. Like, she's very well done and designed. Underneath her dress, tons and tons of fold in the sculpting. So cool. And they even painted it, so some of these areas look like they're shiny silk. It's really cool. She's got some bloomers, and then the coolest part is they did sculpt her doll legs, so she's got the joints because she is a doll, so she's got the doll joints. And then her little boots are so cute. Very glossy too, really pretty. Nothing on the bottom other than the peg for her base. And then these crosses are, I'm assuming, a decal. But she's really pretty. I'm going to ignore all the defects that she has for now and go ahead and try. Oh wow, look at her hand. So cute. I've always loved the little tiny sculpts of hands. And they even have her nails. Oh my goodness. They painted the tiniest little bit of gloss for her nails. This is by far the most stressful assembly I've had to do in a while. But her wings are in. This one is a little bit popping out just because no matter how hard I pressed, it would not go in. The other one was definitely easier to put in, but I think I'm going to leave it. You really can't notice it, especially with her sleeve in the way, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like that. But yeah, other than that, and like you can kind of see under her dress too. I noticed that as I was, maneuvering her to add the wings. Really cool. Outside of the defects. Now, since this pops off, this will make it very easy to put her on the base. Which foot had the peg in it? I have no, oh, there we go. Cool. And I'm assuming the angle doesn't matter, because this can turn since it's not secured to the actual, like whatever this is at the bottom. Now, I did read on my figure collection that the feathers gave people some trouble, so I want to take a good look at these instructions. This is B, goes on the right side of the cross. And it's got a rounded edge on one side so that you can see, there we go, fairly simple. And then C goes on this one. And it's sometimes hard to see, but they have, one of the sides has kind of that angle, so you can see where you're supposed to, you have to look at it really closely to be able to see which way you're supposed to put that feather. Okay, I did it. Yeah, this is definitely something you probably have to do right in front of your face versus behind a camera. Apologies for my dogs. One thing I do notice about this base, so obviously the bottom is solid plastic, but these vines are a more malleable plastic, so that would only worry me because you're basically putting one of the feathers into it, so just be careful because it's very possible this could snap. But now that that's done, let's put her on the base. And according to the photograph, she should be facing forward so that she is centered with the cross. All right, and there she is in all her glory. She's stunning, honestly. Quality control issues aside, I'm happy to have her. I kind of wish I'd picked her up when she had a re-release. For those unaware, she was released, I think, last year or the year before. I can't recall. I remember seeing her a while ago, and she was close to $200 at the time when you pre-ordered her. So obviously I didn't get her because that's a little pricey for me. I was really trying to cut back on the figures I was buying, and doing more searching for good deals. And then she re-released quite soon after she first released, so there was an influx of stock for her online and in shops. And I saw a couple people on my figure collection were selling her for like $120, and I really wish I had picked her up back then. But now I don't know if they're going to re-release her again, but she is out of stock everywhere I've seen, most shops, and where I got her Crunchyroll, she is now out of stock. So I'm hoping, you know, I don't know what they're going to offer me as far as the damage to her sleeve, and if they can give me a replacement arm, because I think that's an easy fix. I could just ask for the arm, and I'm fine with that. She's currently out of stock most places. You can get her secondhand, but a little more expensive than what I paid. I paid $180, which is a lot from Crunchyroll, but shipping was free. I didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. So overall, I am happy to have her, and she will be a stunning addition to my collection. I mean, just look at her. How can you not love her? I don't love her assembly process, but now that she's together, I am never going to touch her ever again. And that is it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. My overall thoughts are that she's stunning. She's a beautiful, well-designed figure, but there are a lot of flaws in her assembly, particularly these feathers. As I was moving her just to get this shot, one of the feathers on the bottom did fall. So I don't know. I'm tempted to just super glue them down at this point because I definitely don't want to lose one of them. It's going to be a very tedious piece to try and get a replacement for. And then obviously the paint issues that I had with one of her sleeves and then the black speckling on some of her dress. Outside of the sleeve though, they're really not big issues to me. For a close to $200 figure, I do wish they did not exist, but it just means it's a first impression for me for this company. Flare, I don't think I've ever gotten a figure from them before, so this is very much a learning experience for me. If I ever do come across a figure I want from them, I will be definitely being very cautious and more than likely trying to find a good deal versus just buying her impulsively. This definitely was an impulse purchase. I was just browsing Crunchyroll and I saw that she was on sale and impulsively bought hers. I just love her design so much. So for anyone curious, this is what the current figure I have of her looks like. This is the Good Small Company Pop-Up Parade. Very much a prize kind of level figure. Small, at most worth $30 and very affordable. But obviously lacking a lot of the diamondism and, sorry, she's very dusty. And, you know, obviously I got an upgrade. Back to the review though, as far as packing, Crunchyroll did a great job. They put her in a ginormous box, which is fine since I'm not paying for shipping. So she was very safe when she arrived to me. The one criticism I do have regarding the box is on Flare. I don't think plastic boxes are, you know, a complete turn down. I'm sure a lot of companies do them. They look very sleek and nice, and you know that you can put whatever artwork on them and the artwork won't get damaged. This picture of her on the box is so pretty, but I will warn y'all that they are very prone to scratching. When I received her box, even though she was new, she probably was displayed or stored with other ones of her, if not other figures, so those boxes are kind of rubbing up against each other while they're being stored prior to sale. And of course it's hard to see now, but when you put this box in the sunlight or in regular light, you can tell there's tons and tons of scrapes and light scratches all over it. So any type of lighting on this box. Oh, and there's this very significant one here in the front. How did that happen? So yeah, just a lot of unexpected damage to the box when it comes to, oh, I didn't notice that. That's cool. It's got feathers in the back. But yeah, that's really the only downside with these plastic boxes. The only other figure I think bought that had something like this was from Alter. It was the male idol figure, I can't remember his name at the moment, that I had bought years and years ago. And I think even the Kikai Sensen figure of Leonardo Watch that I bought also had a plastic box. Oh yeah, the Pop-Up Parade boxes also have this type of packaging, but I mean, their boxes aren't that special, so it doesn't really matter. But if you genuinely like what they print on the box, the fact that it scratches so easily is kind of a bummer. At least for this company, I do like that they included that brilliant artwork in the back as part of the insert instead, so that even if your box does get scratched to heck, it's not really a big deal. Your artwork is pristine. Someone just started mowing the lawn, so I'll just quit while I'm ahead. But I'm very happy to have her. I feel like she's worth the money. So if anyone's curious or wants to go ahead and add her to their collection, I'll see if I can find her somewhere and link her in the description so you can go ahead and get her. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video.